right. I'm excited to be here today. You can see I dressed for an exciting announcement. I'll give everyone just a couple minutes to come on. I'm actually coming to you a tiny bit early today. I know. I said I was gonna come on in about an hour, and I'm a little bit early, but I just can't stand it. I am so excited to make this announcement today. So first, let me say Happy International Women's Day to all of you. This is a day that I love. You know, if you follow me on social media, if you visit my website, if you're on my page, you know how important the concept of strong women is to me, and about how much I believe in the power of women uniting together, because together we can do so much more. And that's what this exciting announcement is about today. I'm super excited to be able to share with you the winner of the Spring and Summer 2017 Poshified.com scholarship. For those of you that don't know, twice a year, both in the spring and in the fall, I give a scholarship through my Poshified.com website. And to apply for the scholarship, applicants are always given a prompt. So they have a little topic that they need to write on and address. And so they send me their essays, and those essays all go into the submission process. So they get submitted to me, and then the selection process. Well, let me tell you what the selection process is. The selection process is that Tasha feels so passionately about this scholarship, about this cause, about this purpose, that I read every single one of those essays. And I read them typically multiple times. And it is one of the greatest blessings of my life. I'm going to not cry here. Well, I'm going to save my crying for a little bit later when I tell you who the winner is, because I'm so excited. So let me share with you what the prompt was for the Spring and Summer Scholarship that we're awarding right here, right now, today. And I will be posting a link so that you can go check out the scholarship and read this incredible essay. So the prompt was this: how do you define, what's your definition of a strong woman? And tell me about a strong woman that has influenced your life in some way. Now, I had in my mind, like I always do, kind of what I was looking for as an answer. Oh boy, did I miss the boat on this one. First of all, the topic is so huge, and this is what all of my scholarship applicants showed me as they began to send in their essays. Oh my goodness, this topic is huge, it's deep, it's multifaceted, and so unappreciated. But first, I need to just thank every single one of those young women, and maybe not so young women, and the one man that wrote an application essay. I always get one every single time, and I love it. They're always fabulous. So thanks, Eric. Yours was great too. But I want to thank them because they changed my mind. They broadened my horizon and my perspective of what it means to be a strong woman. I thought I knew lots of strong women, and I did, but it's so much more. And again, it was such a blessing to read them. Now, interestingly, with this Strong Women prompt, the reason for the Strong Women prompt was because Rosie the Riveter is kind of my alter ego. She represents my righteous rebel, and she represents my commitment and my belief that together we can accomplish so much more. She's the mascot for my team. She's all over my office. I love her. She represents so many things that I believe in, and it has nothing to do with the size of her biceps but with the size of her heart and her resolve and her dedication and her commitment and in every way her strength to step up when there was a need. And so I really thought I knew what I was going to get with this prompt, but what I got was so much more. And it was so hard. I have agonized over this decision. There's some essays that I got that I probably read 25 times. Not only did I love them, but I was looking for just these small things that were so important to me. I'm not going to ever give away what those things are, because then people will just write to they'll watch it and then they'll cheat next time. No, I don't have any cheaters. That's the cool thing. The women that apply for my scholarships are just downright amazing. But this was even so important to me. I feel so strongly and passionately about this topic that we're going to do a couple live video follow-ups. And I have one more exciting announcement as it relates to this particular scholarship. And that is, surprise, there's actually going to be 2 scholarships awarded. And I'm so excited about that. I always get lots of people that are worthy and that are qualified. But my goal was to have this scholarship grow so that it could bless more lives. And this time, this spring and summer of 2017, we're going to be awarded 2. I'm super excited about that. And as I share with you who these recipients are, you'll probably understand why it just couldn't be one or the other. So, congratulations today to the first recipient of the Spring and Summer Poshified.com scholarship that will go to Miss Sarah Zarba. Sarah is a student in, oh my gosh, now I just scrolled away. I'm going to tell you where she's a student at. Sarah is a student at, good grief, now I can't find it. She is a student at Columbia University studying social work, okay? But what I'd love to do is I would love to read you. I may end up reading her whole essay, but I at least want to read you part of it. You might be kind of shocked by this story, just like I was, but it's fabulous. It's beautiful, and if you're close to a box of tissues, grab one, just in case. So Sarah writes in her essay, she titles it, Wisdom Behind Bars. Strength is resilience, and prison is full of resilient women. To me, the strongest and most impactful women in my life are the ones I met during the most difficult struggle of my life. Being a strong woman means having the courage to make mistakes and the strength to rise again in spite of those mistakes. With insurmountable odds against them, the resiliency of the women I spent 1 year incarcerated with have motivated me to find my own strength and break through the barriers around my future success. My journey from incarceration and overcoming addiction has taught me so many valuable lessons and led me to meet so many incredible people along the way. My story is not one of misfortune or placing the blame on others. I just have to stop. This is not in Sarah's article, but this is something else that I loved so much about Sarah. Accepting ownership, accountability, and responsibility. Sarah, you rock. Okay. My story is not one of misfortune or placing blame on others. I made poor choices when I was a teenager, and these choices will follow me for the rest of my life. But that does not stop me and should not stop anyone from living their dreams and chasing their passions. The stereotypical belief that only criminals and bad people go to prison must be dispelled. There are over 70 million Americans that currently have some type of criminal record today. As you continue to read this essay about the women who have impacted my life in a positive way, I challenge you to think critically about reasons why women are being incarcerated, the limited resources women have access to that lead them to committing crime or staying with abusive partners, and the crazy possibility of second chances. The first time I was in handcuffs, I was 14 years old. I was a textbook problem child and runaway girl. My parents did not know what to do with me, so they turned to the court for help. I was running away from home, which is not a crime, but the court placed me in detention because of my age. I never thought I'd become anything. I was kicked out of 2 high schools, and hope dwindled down so low that by the time I turned 18, I started experimenting with drugs. By the time I turned 19, I was arrested and sent to jail. That was a very low point in my life, one I never thought I'd overcome. I didn't speak to anyone the first day I got to the facility. I was such a broken girl, completely hopeless, and I was so far down that I couldn't look anyone in the eye. I was ashamed of where and who I was. The first day, I had no extra clothes to wear at night. It was so cold, and I was withdrawing from drugs. And a woman came to me and gave me her blanket. She never asked my name. For a while, I wondered why she did that, and things continued to get stranger as the days grew into months. How could the women that society had written off as irredeemable be so kind to someone they didn't even know? As my journey with incarceration continued, my relationship with these women continued to develop and blossom. They told me their stories, shared their regrets with me, and encouraged me to move forward with my life when I was released and never look back. They showed me pictures of their children and grandchildren. They told me about the men in their life who had hurt them, the people in their lives that had hurt them. We prayed together. I still have the letters and notes that they gave me when it was time for me to be released. My favorite one read, "Live your dreams." Some women were facing more time than others, but all shared the same vital message with me, and that was strength and hope. Hope for the future, regardless of how ugly the past or present is. After almost a year behind bars, I emerged from jail and entered a program to continue my recovery from drugs. I learned so much about myself there, but the power and humanity of the women in the jail stayed with me. Their dreams and aspirations became the fuel that gave me strength on my journey toward pursuing higher education. I made a promise to myself that I would live a life of purpose, when I was released. I felt unworthy of the second chance God had extended to me. When so many other women were still stuck behind bars, I vowed that I would tackle the issues that contributed to women being incarcerated. I vowed to break the stereotypes of hardened criminals that I had unexpectedly found to be untrue myself. The first thing I did was find organizations that helped formerly incarcerated women enter college. I was willing to put in the work to obtain a degree, and I wanted so badly to learn to be a productive member of society. I earned my bachelor's degree in July 2016 in criminal justice, and now I'm a student at Columbia University pursuing my master's in social work. I also volunteer 2 times per month at the jail where I was incarcerated. I go back and run groups with women at the jail. I share my story with them. If I can just let one woman know that she is not defined by her worst mistake, that same way the women I met told me, then my struggle was worth it. I earned my place in jail by making a huge mistake as a teenager. I also earned my place at an Ivy League university as an adult by putting in the work and sacrifice necessary to achieve my goal. Strength is resilience, and not one day passes that those women don't cross my mind. Although I've lost touch with some, they've taught me that it's okay to make mistakes and that no one is beyond redemption. Sarah, you have all of my love and all of my honor today. Truly, you have impacted my life and blessed so many. I reserve the right to have only a very small, select, and special group of people read these emails and help me in making the final decision. And unanimously, they agreed. You are the Poshified.com Strong Women Scholarship winner. I'm so pleased and I'm so proud. Now, on that note, I can't wait to tell you who the next winner is, because her essay is amazing too. And for a very special reason, she holds kind of a special little place in our heart. So tomorrow, I think we have tomorrow, we are going to be announcing the second winner of the Poshified.com scholarship. Please join me in congratulating Sarah Zarba as the first winner. And please do me a favor. If you listened to this video today and you liked anything that was said or written, please like and share it. Not for me. You don't need to do it for me. Do it for Sarah, so that she knows that not only has she impacted and changed one life, but she has impacted and changed lots of lives. So love to see a like and a share, and a big, amazing congratulations to Sarah Zarba, our first winner. Nothing but love, y'all. I'll see you on the other side.